Hey guys, my name is Ryan and welcome back to Overwatch Central. We're bringing you another discussion video today, this time talking about our concerns around Overwatch. The game is extremely hyped and we have had the pleasure to play the game ourselves and we're loving it so far, and of course we really want the game to succeed. We definitely trust in Blizzard and we've all seen them create groundbreaking franchises in the past already. But Overwatch is far from being a guaranteed hit game. This happens with most hyped upcoming games though, and you obviously don't want something you're looking forward to be a disappointment.
So let's break it down a bit and see which factors and features we're actually worried about. Before, there was a lot of talk about an in-game store for heroes and maps. This has obviously been confirmed to not be the case for Overwatch though. All heroes and maps will be free. And next up after that would be to have regular content updates. Just small additions to the game that would keep it alive. I love what Blizzard have done with Hearthstone, for example, introducing the Tavern Brawls and the solo adventures. So I hope the Overwatch dev team have some solid ideas for new content for the game that would not involve changing the core gameplay. I also hope we see a slightly tweaked game mode for ranked, as well as some more goofy and chaotic game mode for variety. If you want to hear us talk more about ranked mode and why we think it's important to be in the game at launch, click the video on screen now.
I feel that there are a lot of issues present in other games that will also affect Overwatch when it comes out. Matchmaking is a key thing not just for FPS games, but for every multiplayer game ever, really. There seems to be a trade-off with two things: balance of teams versus time waiting in a queue. And it's really important yet difficult for Blizzard to get this information perfect. Let's look at Heroes of the Storm briefly. Recently they put out an update on their matchmaking setup. In a nutshell, players queuing up solo or as a duo cannot be queued up against a full team of 5. Sounds fair, right? The general rule of thumb is that you wouldn't be matched with 2 people more or less than your current matchup. For example, if you're on your own, you will not be matched up against 4 or 5 player parties. 2 players, you won't be matched up with 5 player parties, but if you're in a group of 3, you can be matched up against 1 player on his own or a full team of 5. I feel it would be good to implement something similar to Overwatch, whilst not exactly the same, simply because it won't be fun to just solo queue and end up against a full team, especially if this team is well coordinated. We say this because we've already had this issue already in Overwatch. Long queue times when we are in a full group, me and Miska queued up on our own only to end up against a full team. It is still only the beta, so of course we don't really hold that against Blizzard and Overwatch at this current time. But only time will tell whether Overwatch will be able to nail the matchmaking system by the time the game launches.
Speaking of the Overwatch launch, let's talk servers for a bit. We all know Blizzard games tend to generate a lot of traffic on the launch days. Overwatch will probably not pull World of Warcraft levels of traffic on launch, but having the servers go down would suck either way. A multiplayer focused game with no online play on launch would definitely be a disappointment. It has happened before with many games, but please let this not be the case with Overwatch. Another server-related issue that has already been brought up several times on r/Overwatch is the tick rate. For those of you who don't know, tick rate is the frequency with which the server updates the game states. Having a low tick rate would result in inaccuracy in movement and ability targeting in a game like Overwatch. We've been hooked by Roadhog into the corner of a wall a couple times, and this happens because of players' positions not updating correctly on both ends. We don't know what the tick rate on the servers will actually be when Overwatch goes live, but an upgrade from the rumored 20 would be nice. To put this in perspective, games like CSGO have servers with either a tick rate of 64 or 128. What's your opinion on tick rate and other issues that Overwatch might face after or during launch? Feel free to drop a comment below the video. We read all of them.
Another concern of ours is the longevity of the game. We mentioned that keeping fresh content rolling out on a regular basis is important. This mixed with a strong ranking system will be things that are going to keep players coming back time and time again. Whilst new heroes and maps will be free, we have no idea how they're planning to make money from other potential DLC. From the interviews that they've already done, they've said that they just want to concentrate on the launch, which is fair enough, really. It's just the fear of the unknown that leaves people worried. I feel Blizzard are dealing with this in the right way though, and the devlogs are helping keep the community somewhat calm and help show that they are listening to the concerns that we all express. So many of these issues we've spoken about in videos are problems Blizzard will want to nail in spring as the game launches. But what comes next will truly decide whether Overwatch will be a game that does alright for a short amount of time and then kinda fizzles out, or if it will have a strong community and player base for several months or even several years.
And that's all for this time. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure to give it a rating depending on what you thought. A thumbs up if you enjoyed it, really helps us know what you guys like watching. Subscribe to not miss out on future content, including coverage of the upcoming Overwatch patch. That is all for now, and until next time, see you and take care.